Evening. I wasn't going to vlog today, and then I changed my mind. And yes, I know I am breaking on my chin, and it sucks so much. So, what a difference a day can make. So yesterday it was nothing but gray, warm, rainy, red. As my mom said, we had so much rain. She's glad it was a snow. And then this is today. It is snowing. We had like no snow left at the end of yesterday, and now we probably have an inch. And there is a frozen lake. That is water that collected yesterday, and now it is absolutely frozen. So, like I said, what a difference a day can make here in Michigan. It's like can go from being really warm and sunny to the very next day being cold, snowy. Just it is. I love living here. It's so nice and wonderful and nasty. It's like I've said this before. I am not kidding when people say in Michigan you can drive from one side of the state to the other, one end of the state to the other, and in that same trip, insane, and not even driving across state, in just one day you can use both your heating and your air conditioning. That is actually true. I've actually done that before. In summer. I've actually, in July, woken up in the morning. I actually did this one year I went to Michigan's Adventure. I woke up in the morning. It was so chilly. I threw on a jacket. And then, but by the time we got to Michigan's Adventure, it was so hot, I left my jacket in the car. So I have actually done that, so. So, on with the day. Got up late today, so I didn't start my workout, so I'm actually going to start that next week. I know I'm procrastinating, I'm horrible. But I keep trying to put myself back on my old schedule, and it's not working. I can't get myself on my schedule. Forgive me for the glare. I am putting on my glasses because finally have one of my W-2s. And it is online. So finally one of them came, which makes me uber happy that it came because none of my other ones have come yet. And I'm expecting like I think Lawrence Advantage Staples. Yeah, I'm expecting 4 more, so because I had 5 jobs. So I'm expecting 4 more, but I only have 1, so it's online, so I have to go get it. But I am very happy that it came because I'm supposed to have these by next week, and I'm just nervous they're not going to come by next week. Legally, they have to be here by the 31st, so hopefully they'll get here by the 31st because then I can get my taxes done. With my taxes done, I can go and renew my student loan repayments. Though last year it didn't work with the taxes, so usually I end up sending them my last couple of pay stubs, which will be relatively easy because I also include a note whether or not I am currently employed, and I am not, so this is not fun. So I'm gonna put you guys down while I try to get, that's not a nice place to put you down, so you guys are gonna go right here while I get this. Trying to figure out how I want to print it. I think I'll just print it this way. I'm so glad we have a printer at the house. Alright. I'm not actually going to show this, but this is my first W-2 of 5. So I'm very happy. I'm very happy I have that. I'm so happy I have that. So hopefully, okay, I can log out of here. So yay, that's one done. That's one I have that I can show my mom. Alright, I know it's probably sad that my degree is in accounting and my mom is the one who I filed for the first time last year. And my mom decided that finally that having me file separately would be better for me, because previous years when I started working, she would just, my first year when I was employed, she would actually, my first 2 years when I was employed, and it came time to pay taxes, she would actually just have to just claim my income because I'm technically dependent on her or something. So she would just include my income with her taxes, and then if I got any money back, she would just pay me out of her overall return. But apparently last year or something, it just made more sense. In 2017, it just made more sense for me after her surgeries to have me file separately. So she decided to do that instead. So last year she filed my taxes for me, and she's doing it for me again this year. So I love my mom. She is more than willing to help me with my finances. So, which is great because I have no clue about my taxes, but she does it. She files my taxes because they're not that complicated, and then she will either do her own taxes or she goes and gets help. So, ow. Taxes, one of those fun things about being an adult. They're not fun. It's horrible. I don't even file my own, but I already know what a pain it is. So I don't file my own. My mom does that for me. She helps me do it, but she's the one who actually does it. And then because I don't have a clue, so she helps me. She's going to teach me. And then, but I understand the panic because I am waiting for my W-2 forms to come, and I always get nervous because I swear this time last year I think I actually have my taxes filed by now, because I think I got my return by my birthday. So it's nerve-wracking waiting for your W-2s to come, because if you don't have all your W-2s, you can't file your taxes, and that's a pain. So, but I will say this, I am so desperate to get a job because I liked having a job, because when I had a job, I had money. I was saving money, and I had money to go out and do things. I could add to my Star Wars collection. I could get movies. I could get music. I could get new clothes. I could treat myself once in a while. And I just hate not having a job. I hate not having money, because now it means I have to choose. Do I want the new Star Wars book or in the new Star Wars movie, which I'm going to get The Last Jedi when it comes out on Blu-ray. There's no question of that. Or do I get a phone card? Well, this month it's easy because The Last Jedi movie novelization isn't coming out until March, and the movie itself probably won't be released until April on Blu-ray, so I'm able to get a phone card, so that's nice. Especially since I am still job hunting. I applied to 3 jobs locally, office professional jobs, and I heard back from one, and they said no. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Like I said, I heard back from Mackinac Wheels, and they were a no. I haven't heard back from any place I've applied to yet on the island, and I applied to a couple more places yesterday. I feel so stupid. I applied 3 times to the Grand Hotel, and I think I mentioned this. I applied 3 times for separate jobs, and on the application, the first 2, I forgot to put the zip code, and then I remembered on the 3rd one. So I'm such an idiot. So, but then I also saw this thing last night. I obsessively checked the Mackinac Island job posting page on Facebook, and the toy store in the island, Great Turtle Toys, one of the toy stores, posted an open say they were looking for sales associates, and like, oh my gosh, I would be perfect for that job. I have 3 years of retail experience. I am still leaning towards a career in the retail industry. I want to get more sales associate experience so that I can do what my mom wants me to do. She wants me to go look for a manager, get involved into a manager program where I would go into a company and be trained in how to be a manager and work my way up through that way so that I can be a manager and get a better job and stuff like that, and have all this training so that I can be like a manager and stuff. I can't do the program through Walmart because, well, I could do it through Walmart. I could actually work at another Walmart, just not the one here in Midland, because that's where my mom works. And she's a training coordinator, and she would be doing everything. But she has actually said she's thinking about becoming a department head, which means she would be in charge of like one of the departments, like grocery or produce or bakery or sewing or something like that, because she doesn't like, she's thinking about it. But I thought she really likes being the training coordinator though. But she isn't the training coordinator. That might raise a possibility of me being able to see if I get into a manager program at Walmart. But I'm not sure if I'd want to work with my parents. My mom actually had it arranged a couple of years ago where I could have gotten a job being a substitute paraprofessional with the Midland Public Schools, and I prayed about it, I thought about it, and I just said no. So I told my mom, thanks for the opportunity, thanks for giving me the chance and telling me this stuff, but I'm not going to do it. My mom thought it was because I wouldn't be able to handle working with some special needs kids, because that was what it was. And it wasn't I would have an issue with working with the special needs children. I just don't want to work at the same place as one of my parents. That is just, I don't want to do it. I know some people have no issue with it, but I don't want to do it. I mean, at Walmart, I would be working a different department, but I would still be working there with my mom. And the issue is that so many people at Walmart know my mom. They know my dad. They know my parents. I mean, I didn't really think about that until my dad texted me the other day, asked me if I got the Last Jedi soundtrack. And I went, yeah, and I thought he was asking me for my birthday, which is coming up. And so when I told my mom that, she goes, oh yeah, the guys in electronics wanted to know if you'd gotten it or not, because they know, everyone knows you've been looking for the Last Jedi soundtrack. So we got it in, and they wanted to know if you had gotten it or not. I'm like, really? So everybody at Walmart knew that I was looking for Star Wars. Well, it's not that hard to guess that I'm obsessed with Star Wars, and I was looking for it, and I had to go to Barnes & Noble and get it, and I'm suing myself in the foot about that. I could have waited, because it sounds like Walmart got it in. But then to have the electronics department ask my dad to text me, it's like, that just makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable that I would be working at a store while all my coworkers know my parents who also work there. So it just gives this idea that if I do something wrong, if I screw up or something, they're going to tell my parents. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that position of where I'm working with my parents. I would love to work for a family company. I wouldn't mind that. But I don't want to, but in the case of working at a big store or something like that, I don't want to work with my parents. I love my parents. I just don't want to be working with them in a case like this. I want to be working on my own. I want to be at a store where people won't see me and automatically go, oh, you're so-and-so's daughter. I get enough of that on the streets in my day-to-day life. I mean, in Midland, in my hometown, pretty much a ton of people know my family. They know my dad's family. They know my mom's family. People recognize me on site as being a Letts. They seem to know, oh, are you so-and-so's daughter? Are you related to this person? It drives me batty. That's why I liked going to Marquette. Why I loved going to Mackinac Island. Nobody knew who I was. I was able to go down a street and not be stopped by some totally random stranger asking me if I was so-and-so's daughter and going, oh, hey, and either going, oh, hey, I'm really great friends, or going, oh, hey, I think we're cousins. I love having a big family, but it's getting annoying living in Midland and having so many of my relatives on either side of the family live here, and them having, it's just driving me bonkers. I want to go somewhere where I can stand on my own 2 feet and just be Caitlin Jo Letts. Not Caitlin, Mark, not Katie, Mark's daughter, not Dawn's daughter, not another Letts kid. I just want to be myself. And I like Midland. It's been my home. But honestly, I am almost 30, and I feel like I have done nothing that can be attributed to me myself. And I am still, as long as I live here, I'm always going to have that thing on the end that I am Katie, Mark and Dawn's kid. I am Katie, one of the Lettses. I am so-and-so, and it's just driving me nuts. I mean, some people might not be bothered by it, but I am. I don't want to be known as just another Letts, as Mark and Dawn's daughter, for the rest of my life. I want to be known by my own merits. I want people to recognize me and just go, oh, hey, Caitlin, Katie, and not add on, oh, Mark and Dawn's daughter. you know, that drove me bonkers. It's very hard. I mean, I would go out with friends in junior high and high school. We'd go to the mall, and we'd always run into somebody who knew my family. It drove me nuts. And led to a huge amount of teasing from my friends. So I love having a big family. I love the fact that my family's pretty much located in this area. But at the same time, I'm ready to step out of this. I'm ready to break free. I want to stand on my own 2 feet, and I want to be my own person. You know, being a huge Star Wars fan and being out there about being Star Wars, that's a big part of me. And that's pretty much the only thing I feel like I'm able to stand on my 2 feet on. Is that if people don't know me as Katie Markendon's daughter, I'm Katie the Star Wars girl. So I don't mind being the Star Wars girl. I like it. But at the same time, like I said, I want to stand on my own 2 merits. So, on my own merits, my own 2 feet. So, it's frustrating. So, I applied at Great Total Toys, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't know they had a Facebook page because they actually posted this job on the 19th, last Friday, and I applied for it yesterday. So, I'm kicking myself. I haven't heard back from Little Luxuries. I haven't heard back from Murray. Did I apply to the Murray? No, I applied to Nephew. I haven't heard back from any place else I've applied to other than Mackinac Wheels. But like I said, I'm trying to be calm. I'm giving myself till February. After my birthday is when I'm going to sit down, and if I haven't heard back from any place on Mackinac by then, that's when I'm going to sit down and I'm going to really start looking hard for a job here in town. Hopefully the Center for the Arts still has an opening because they have an opening for a retail associate for a retail style position in the gift shop, which I will do, but it's like I told the girl at Mackinac Wheels, I am so tired of not working. I am so tired of not having money. I am so tired of feeling like a huge burden because when I was working, I was able to buy my food, some of my food. I was able to buy my stuff and everything else, and I had to depend on my mom. And it's just driving me absolutely up a tree. And any money I get from a tax return, most of that is going to go towards stuff I need, especially if I get a job on the island. So I'm frustrated by this whole thing. I just want to work. And I feel like I'm back to where I started right before I got my first job at Yonkers. It's just that I want to work. I want to have that chance. But nobody seems willing to give me a chance to prove to them that I can be this really hard worker, that I can be this asset. Yonkers was the first place that took that chance. And I left because of the hours, and then I was only out of work for a few months before I got the job at Staples, and I was there for over a year. But now it feels like I've shot myself in the foot or something because I'm not getting a chance to prove to people that I can really do this, that I can be this great person. It doesn't matter if it's in retail or an office job, I can be good. But nobody seems to want to give me that chance, and it's just frustrating. And I don't know anything else to do. I mean, it's hard. Obviously, it's going to be hard because I don't have a car on my own. And honestly, if I'm moving, I don't want to get a car. I don't like driving. That is not me. So, and I can't have a car anyway because I can't afford to have a car. So I have to have a job if I want to afford a car, but most jobs want me apparently to have a car of my own, which is just driving me up a flippin' tree. So I just need to take a deep breath, relax, focus on the positive, like my guitar, which I am looking for absolute total beginner lessons, and I keep running into this issue that most of the guitar lessons that say they're for beginners, they are already jumping ahead to lessons I think would not be total beginner lessons, so that's frustrating me. I still have my 30-day access trial of Jam Play, which I'm actually saving. If I go up to the island, that is what I will be redeeming it for. It will be a month on the island because this baby will be coming with me. I love it. I love looking at my guitar pick because I can see like little, that's really bad, but there's like little markings on the edge where I strung the keys that they are black. But tomorrow it's my mom's day off. If we go out, I'm going to request that we stop by the music store here in Midland. We used to have a couple. The best one was downtown. That closed. A smaller one has opened up called Little Bighorn. I know, bad title. Bad store name, but it's called Little Bighorn Music, and they're actually really good. And my brother's gone there a couple times. He said if I need to replace my strings, I need to find someone to do it for me because he doesn't know how to do strings on an acoustic. But he says I shouldn't have to replace them for a while. But he says I should check out them, Little Bighorn, one day because I want to get a strap for my guitar. So they might have some straps, and I found that some straps are like really cheap. I did look into getting a Star Wars strap for my phone, a fabric one, but that might be like a special treat because I found some on Etsy and they are like uber expensive. So no Star Wars strap right now, but hopefully I could find like a really kind of pink, cute, florally type strap, girly type strap, for maybe under 10, for like no more than $10. And then I found a guitar case online because my thing was, if I go up north, I'm taking my guitar with me. Obviously, if I'm on Mackinac Island, I'm going to be sharing in a dorm type situation. I really don't want to be bothering my roommates playing my guitar, especially if they're trying to sleep or something. So my solution is when I'm not at work, usually I'm out biking and stuff like that. So go out someplace like to Arch Rock. There's a little park there or something. Just find, or go down by the boardwalk, sit on the beach or something like that, and go practice my guitar out there because I won't be disturbing my neighbors and stuff. But to do that, I need a guitar case, and I dropped my pick. I'm so proud of myself. I have not dropped my pick inside my guitar yet. I'm very proud of myself for that. Now watch tomorrow I do it. But so if I'm going to do that, I don't want like a normal gig case, which is like a hard case or something where you just have the handle on the side, because I'm biking. So I wanted a case where it would like be like the case could sit on my back and come across here. And I found one for like $15. It's a soft case. It's waterproof, fully lined. And it actually comes with backpack straps, removable backpack straps. And it also has like the handle on the side. It's a gig bag, but it has the backpack straps, which I think, oh my gosh, that would be so perfect. Because then I would have it on my back and I'd be able to bike and I wouldn't have to worry about it like dropping or anything. So that would be the perfect case for me. So that's $15. I can order that through Walmart. It's going to come from Hong Kong though. But I totally am hopefully soon going to order that. So this, because I do not like keeping this in the box. This is the box it came in. And I do not like keeping it in this box. So I want to get rid of that box, and that my fingers are dusty. I want to get rid of that box and put it in a case. So hopefully we can go to Bighorn tomorrow and I can get a guitar strap and maybe check out the cases to see what they have there. So I'm not ordering it. So, but yeah, my next big purchases are stuff for my guitar. Not a surprise. So holy cow, this is long. So I'm going to get going. You guys stay safe, stay sane. I don't know if I will talk to you tomorrow, but I will be back on Thursday. So stay safe, stay sane. I'm sending you all lots of love, hugs, and prayers, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.